Right, whether you're a billionaire who just got caught in the Panama Papers or you're a Jeet who got caught spying in the girls' changing rooms, next time you're in prison, here's how you turn your fists and your hands into eagle Shaolin claw hammers so you can defend yourself and stay safe. Right, it's 4 exercises, 10 reps of each, simple, let's go. Exercise number 1, Shaolin hand curls. All you do is get a flat hand like this, in line with your elbow, fingers outstretched. This is the movement really quickly. In, out, curl in, curl out. In, out, curl in, curl out. In, out, curl in, curl out. And if you notice, my elbows and my shoulders are relaxed, but they're staying level. I'm not moving my hands or anything like that. It's just my wrists and my hands are moving and a slight little rotation of my elbow like this. So that was a demonstration of the movement. In terms of how you actually do it properly, this is the key detail. You need to tense and activate all of your forearm muscles and your arm muscles and your hand muscles as hard and as strong and as powerfully as you possibly can throughout the duration of the whole movement. And there's a trade-off here. Yes, you're staying relaxed, but also you're engaging your arms at the same time. What we're aiming for here is recruiting and firing and creating more efficiency of the wrist extensors and the wrist flexors, i.e. the forearm muscles, and also the palm muscles of the hand, so that you get better at crushing and gripping. So whether you're grappling and you need to maim and tear like this, or you want to just make a strong fist and hold it together, this exercise is really going to help you a lot, and you don't need any equipment at all. And it's way harder than it looks. So here we go, we're going to do 10 reps. Right, as soon as you've done them, you're going straight into knuckle press-ups. Key points with the knuckle press-ups: make sure your fist is under your elbow and under your shoulder. Make sure your ankle, knee, hip, and shoulder in a straight line. Your pelvis is slightly tucked and your core is on. The press-ups are full body exercise, by the way. It's not just for your arms and your shoulders. And also make sure it's the first 2 knuckles that you're pressing down on when you're doing this, which is where ideally you want to hit someone. First 2 knuckles like that. So we're replicating how you would land a strong punch. Boom, first 2 knuckles in a straight line. That's why it's important you align the press up good. Key points as well: slower on the way down, nice and controlled, core on, explode on the way up. I'm going for 10. Chest hits the floor and forehead as well. You see that? So my face and my chest is going the whole way down. Right, as soon as you've done 10 knuckle press-ups, we're gonna go on to fingertip press-ups. Key points with these: try and keep your fingers as straight as you can. A mistake often is bending your fingers like this. You see here, loads of my finger is in contact with the mat and I'm just stretching my hand out. That's not what I want. What I want is this here. You see, I want minimal fingertip contact with the mat, less surface area, maximum pressure as possible. That's gonna give me strong fingertips, which I can use as a weapon. And also it makes more of my arm recruit to be able to hold the position. Whereas here, I don't need to use as much as my arm. Here, when it's right on my fingertips, it's forcing my arm to engage and I get a better result from the exercise. By the way, to progress these fingertip press-ups, if you find it too hard to go straight onto your fingertips, all you can do is go on your knees to begin with and use the motivation of the fact you're doing press-ups like a girl to piss you off so that you get stronger quicker, because you do look like a t*** if you do this, but no problem, at least you're exercising, at least you're trying to get stronger, good work. And you're just gonna do the same thing from your knees like this. So you start off with your feet. Look, my feet are in contact with the ground and my knees as well. Key point is my hand detail, my hand. Look, again, it's my fingers that are in contact, that there. Then once you've got used to your hand and your feet, bring your feet up so it's just your knees and your chest like this. Once you can do it like that, boom, then ideally you're gonna come into the full press up like this. Another way of progressing it, by the way, one hand is normal like this, other hand go into the fingertip press up. And again, you can go onto your knees if you need to, like that, see? Boom. So you're training one hand, then the other hand. And if you're new to this, if you've never seen fingertip press ups before, these are the most gangster press ups. Like, this is a real good test of strength. And then eventually when you get really good, you start using like one finger, two fingers like this. Real Shaolin Bruce Lee. Right, so last exercise, number 4, is back of the hand press ups. All the same principles apply that we talked about previously. This time you're just turning your fingers inwards and you're doing a press up on the back of the hand. Looks like this. And if you find it too difficult, you can't do the press ups on the back of the hand straight away. Again, do what you did for the fingertip press ups. Go on your knees and your feet to begin with, and just start like this. So you're just doing the upper body. If that's too hard still, one hand normal, other hand down like that. Do 5 this side, and then switch and do 5 this side. If you need to keep your knees down, that's fine. Eventually you get strong enough, you keep your knees off the floor, and again, you're using one hand normal, one back, 5 of those. One hand normal, one back, 5 of those. And you can do that instead of both at the same time. And then when you get samurai's level, then you're doing back of the hands for the whole 10 reps. Try not to pause in between each exercise. And once you've done all 4, have a rest for like 30 seconds to 60 seconds. After you've had your rest, repeat the whole thing at least 3 times. That's a good way to end any boxing session. Good little thing you can do on like a Sunday, when you're traveling or whatever. If you're in your bedroom, just bang that out. You know what I mean? It takes like literally 5 minutes, if that. Keep your hands strong, keep your fingers strong, and keep your hands engaged, mobile, supple, but powerful and good structure. Boom. There's no point developing loads of power from your feet, understanding the mechanics of boxing, generating massive torque through your core, getting that Alex Pereira supersonic batty where you can knock someone out, if your hand and your wrist can't take the pressure. If you're generating all this force with your body, but then your hand crumbles, what's the point? You know what I mean? You need to deliver that force in through a strong structure, i.e. your hands and your wrist. Really important for boxing, wrist conditioning, very underrated. All the top punchers in the world, Beterbiev, guys like that, loads of Russians, they really do a lot of this, right? For a good reason too.